Hey guys, I just want to check in with you. Nothing major going on, just wanted to talk. So, a couple of things, packages. I'm not going to cover all of them, but I did order one of these demagnetizers. They're super cheap off Amazon. Haven't even opened the box yet, but I thought it'd be good to have one of those on hand just in case. Received another postcard. This is from, I can show it because there's no real info on here, but received this from Kevin. You can see Kevin and his wife went to, is that right? 15? I mean, are postcards that hard to get now, guys? I was just on vacation not too long ago, and it seemed like everywhere I went had a postcard, but that was like a touristy spot. In the town I live near is kind of a touristy spot, so there's like postcards all over the place, but maybe where Kevin's at, it's not super touristy and postcards are a little bit funky to get. He is also in the same state that I am in, Michigan, and morel mushrooms is actually kind of a big deal here. There's actually many mushroom festivals up near the area that I live, up in northern Michigan, so kind of cool. I don't know if mushrooms are, wherever you guys are watching from, if mushrooms are a big deal, but big deal here, and they're, like I said, huge deal, bunch of festivals and everything like that. He also sent in this watch, which is a Chinese Rolex knockoff sort of thing. But if you look, the indice on the 12 o'clock there fell off. So what he wanted me to do is just kind of check it out, open it up, see what movement's in it, maybe either repair that or mod this or just check it out, do something with it. It's just a cheap watch, and I think he had it laying around. I think he kind of abandoned, thing just flies wherever it wants, abandoned hope for it, so it just kind of sat there. But really, it's not, I mean, it's not horrible. I've seen worse, for sure. It's not as nice as some of the other ones I've seen, but it's, I would say, middle of the road as far as one of these cheaper ones go. So I'm not sure. I forget. I'll have to look back at my notes. Oh, these are also similar. I don't know how they get different quality differences, the way it's constructed or the materials or whatever like that, but they're all really close. So I got a couple of bracelets from Larry over at Uncle Seiko. I'll be looking at those soon. Those look very promising. But the one thing I really wanted to talk about, like I said before, every Monday I look forward to listening to the podcast from the Two Broke Watch Snobs. And those guys always put on a good show, but they, without getting into a bunch of detail about the show, there was one thing that kind of stuck in my mind because it took me a minute because I'm so far removed from how long ago this happened, but they talked about the burning house watch. So if your house was on fire, what watch would you, I mean, everybody's safe, blah, 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 all that stuff. And, we're watch guys, so we're just going to associate the watch with the burning house. So what watch would be the one that you would sacrifice your, safety to run in and grab that watch really quick? So if you think about that, and my story is a little more personal with it because I actually did lose my house about 6 years ago to a fire completely. So, and really at the time I was not into watches. It was shortly after that I got into watches. So thankfully I didn't have to run inside the house to get my orange monster because they made me think about it. So, and it was a little profound or whatever, I guess, because of, the history I have. So when I thought about it, this is the watch. So now it was so clear. It was such a clear decision for me that this watch, not any orange monster, but this watch is my burning house watch. So once you establish that, then I start to look at all the other watches and I kind of go, certain ones I can attach, certain memories or goals to, but why do I have the other ones? So when I really start to think about it, I have a bunch of sacrifice watches. So why are they sitting here? So I go, we all go through these phases or whatever, but I'm really going to pare down, I think, and unless something, I don't know. I mean, some of them aren't worth a bunch of money. So I just wanted to bring up the topic more or less. What is your burning house watch? What is the one watch? Because it always comes down to one watch. If you're in that situation, that you're going to grab that one watch for whatever the reason. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be. I mean, look at this. This was whatever the value is currently. It doesn't really matter. That's irrelevant. When it was originally purchased, it was only a $200 watch. So the cost of the watch isn't really so much important when you start thinking about the meaning of the watch. So I want you guys to think about that, and maybe down in the comments, tell me what your one watch is, your burning house watch. See you in the next vid.